Ace Attorney?
Ace Attorney Investigations.
I was like, what are we streaming again? I forgot what we were doing. Like, I forgot what AAI stands for.
We're playing another AI, the Somnium Files. It's the Gaiden Somnium Files.
I didn't like most of those games.
Aw. I play them. I own them.
I bounced way too hard. Like, I got done with the first one and went, that's kind of clever. And then I started playing the second one, and the writing just made me go, oh, that's right. I wasn't actually, like, that invested.
Actually, no, I bought the Nonnery games. That's right.
Yes, those are, I was gonna say, like, I don't think that AI is actually essential reading by any metric, aside from it just being, like, the most recent Uchikoshi visual novel. However, the Nonnery games are good as fuck, and significantly better.
Yeah,
so,
I do own those. I do own those, because those were on, like, super sale.
Yeah. I like the sleepy beepy over here.
Yeah. That's me whenever I'm working.
Edgeworth, you can't just cut the pay of anyone who slights you.
Why not?
Yes, you can.
Okay, he's a German. He's
What
raised by a
kind of
German.
plane is this?
A fancy one.
What do you mean? Ben, what do you mean?
It's a fancy one.
Yeah. Golden Age of air travel.
Yeah.
This whole series takes place nebulously in the 50s, even though it's like clearly doesn't.
It's fine.
I mean, this game has like the most canonical like timelines.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Ben, you know it doesn't.
No, it does.
I'm sorry, it very explicitly does.
Yeah. Ace Attorney, the original trilogy is set in
20-something.
15 and 16, I think.
Okay.
And every character has canonical birth dates.
And every case has canonical dates they take place on.
Like if you look on the Ace Attorney wiki, you can see like the exact timeline of every event in the Ace Attorney timeline.
Honestly, the funniest part about Great Ace Attorney is that, if I'm remembering right, it like does take place in a specific year, but the year it takes place in, Queen Victoria is already dead.
Yes.
But she's a character.
I mean, ripple effect. Her being alive is what probably leads to Japanifornia.
And the other problem, and the other insane problem is this is clearly a world that takes place like
in an extreme alternate history. Yeah.
Like,
I wonder,
with the world's most baffling aesthetics.
I will also say, I do think the thing with Great Ace Attorney is that, like, if I recall rightly, it wasn't that it actually had a specific, like, all these other ones have very specific years on the Gregorian calendar or whatever. That one wasn't listed as being, like, it had a year that was, like, a specific era year, but they weren't specific about whether it was Meiji or the one after Meiji. And so there's, like, some ambiguity.
I wonder if the mass migration to California from Japan is why everything still seems rather analog as far as technology goes. Like the digitization did not happen because all the scientists left Japan.
Well, there's a crucial. I think there's a crucial short-sightedness happening here.
Yeah.
Which is that the technology is true in all versions of the game, and the migration to California is very specific to one language release.
True, but
and even more than one language release, one localization release, because the UK version does not do this.
We were early on when we were localizing shit in the aughts.
Now, I understand to a certain degree. I think it's funny. It's like a really funny knock-on effect to me. And to be like, okay, we're Capcom of America, and we're only going to probably put out this one Ace Attorney game because there's no possible way this thing is going to be a hit, right? Like, there's no way this thing is going to sell well in America, but let's just try. And so they put the first one out, and they just totally localize it. They're like, whatever, we're going to do a Sailor Moon original dub, and everything is set in America for some reason. Don't worry about it. And then, oops, the game sold fucking gangbusters, and now you want to put all the other ones out.
And it was,
but you can't walk it back.
And the first one was aesthetically vague enough that it was easy enough to localize, right? Like
exactly.
You could set it in, in California, because there was nothing that pointed it towards Japan specifically. It was just like, you're in a major city, you go out to a film studio. In one case, like, it can be California. There's a guy, like, one of the cases is a Super Sentai knock thing. Well, we have Power Rangers.
Yeah,
it worked. And then they started adding very explicitly Japanese things.
Yeah, just more and more and more.
My other favorite example of this is the Pokemon Mr. Mime, where they localize it as Mr. Mime in first gen when Pokemon did not have a gender flag, and their justification was literally like, well, it'll be fine as long as they never add genders for Pokemon.
And even if they did, no, they're not, because we literally have developed six entire Pokemon whose gimmick is they're the same species but different genders.
Different genders, yeah.
Yeah.
And look where we are now. The Nidoran line is still considered separate species and gender locked.
Which is insane to me that they have never gone back and changed that to be consistent.
They never will.
I love things that just get grandfathered in because there's nothing you can do about it. Mm-hmm. You just have this one thing that just stands out and is weird.
It tickles me that a lot of it, at least with Nintendo, tends to boil down to... It tends to boil down to different parts, different devs inside of the company going, those filthy autisms in our beloved neurodivergence,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's happening here again?
So we're just doing the basic investigation of the crime scene. It seems to be that he looks like he was killed by the statue here. Because there's blood on the corner of the statue. And he seems to have, suffered blunt trauma.
Uh-huh. I wasn't expecting to find an elevator on this flight.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah, what kind of plane has an elevator on it?
Crazy one.
The one from extremely good Jodie Foster movie, Flight Plan.
It's gotta be at least a triple decker to actually justify that.
It's so silly. I love the idea of just this insane rich person plane. And there's a certain point where a plane is big enough that I'm I don't want to fly on that. That seems more unsafe.
Here's the crazy thing is that Tenero mentioned business and coach sections of this plane.
Right.
Which means it's post-70s era airplane, which don't have... I'm sorry.
Which also means this is not a private flight.
No.
There's that too.
This plane...
I'm assuming there's a third level down at the bottom where doors are, like the Titanic.
This plane needs to be the size of a fucking cruise liner.
I know! That's what I'm saying. All the poor people are down on the bottom like the fucking Titanic.
Yeah, they've got to be packed in there like sardines. There's not even seats. You're just standing. All right, let's try to put some pieces together here.
Oh, right, yeah.
So where was the killer? He was in the elevator.
Surely.
Right?
That makes sense.
The killer had to be...
You have to be in the elevator to kill the guy in the elevator, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he didn't kill him in the elevator.
Yeah, so murder weapon and blunt force trauma, that makes sense to me.
Wait, hold on.
What?
I was gonna say, in elevator with Hicks, isn't those broken glasses, aren't they separate from the ones that are on his body?
No, they're the ones he's wearing.
No, separate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones he's wearing.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he's wearing them, yeah. Trauma. So, yeah, blunt force trauma and murder weapon, Captain Ugo.
Yeah, Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, Captain
Ugo.
Ugo.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's
Oh.
Hugo Hughes.
Oh, I see. I liked Ugo. I liked Ugo more.
I'm sure in universe, like, tourists call it Captain Ugo. And the flight
Ugo,
attendants
because he's so ugly.
and the flight attendants have to be like,
You have to be nice to him, Sarah. That's Aramaki's brother.
Shouldn't that be mean?
Edgeworth!
Aramaki.
Edgeworth, be nice!
No. He was raised by a German person. So there's this YouTube channel I like watching that's about like this like a Vietnamese girl who emigrated to Japan and married not to Japan, excuse me.
Oh.
Those footprints.
Oh, look at that!
Huh.
No, it's a Vietnamese chick who immigrated to Germany and like, you know, got engaged, like dated and got engaged and married a German guy. She's super sweet. Her name was Uyen. I love her stuff. However, everything she tells me about German society, I'm like, we should have bombed him harder. There shouldn't be a Germany anymore. I'm sorry. Like, everything about it is just like the most passive-aggressive society you've ever seen. I'm like, that's the fascism. That's what's left over,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Americans are like that too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm allowed to judge because I'm an American. I live in Alabama, the most passive-aggressive of all societies.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, by the way, and I just noticed this, that they updated the visuals and the background music for this remaster, right?
Yeah.
But they are using the GBA/DS audio clips for the shouts.
Yes.
They're not using the 3DS era re-recordings.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize they did that.
Yeah, Phoenix in the 3DS games is voiced by Flynn Chifo's voice actor.
Did they re-record Edgeworth for 3DS?
Yeah, because he's in the DLC case for Dual Destinies, and the DLC case in one more, I think, for Spirit of Justice. So he already has an objection, and they could just get the voice actor back for a second to do a take that in a Eureka.
I wonder how much you get paid for that. Like $20?
Right? I've always wondered, like, what the recording set, like, you know, where the recording session is for something where it's like, well, you need to do some battle grunts or something.
Mm-hmm. So have we pointed out that these statues look like Cthulhu?
Mm-hmm.
Totally, yeah.
They do.
They just look like Cthulhu's.
My first thought was the little absent-minded professor guy in Splatoon.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember his name.
I mean, they look like a combination between him and the grandpa from Splatoon.
Yeah.
That's who I meant. I can't remember his name because I literally only played the first one.
Oh, fuck. I think it's just Captain Cuttlefish.
That's it.
That makes sense.
You'd think I'd remember more immediately, considering how much of those games I've played. But,
Oh, that's
You know.
fine. You know, you have to move that.
I just realized the Napoleon in the
I just saw that
The
too.
most homosexual man who's ever lived. We have to kill him. I'm sorry.
Talking to Phoenix like, you're homosexual because you love men. I'm homosexual because I hate women. We are not the same.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, I can't go look at the portrait. No.
No!
I need to get Edgeworth's opinion on this thing.
Can you, like, click it?
No, it's not. I have to, like, physically walk into it.
Aw,
Oh.
That's so tragic. Maybe it'll be relevant during a piece of
Oh yeah,
evidence.
maybe later.
What?
I see.
I see.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, Hughes. Okay.
Yeah, Hugo Hughes.
Hugo Hughes.
Hugo Hughes.
I was like, maybe he's related to the judge. It just runs in the family.
That's just what you look like, yeah. Like you just stop aging.
Wait, does the judge, besides the one in Great Ace Attorney, have a name?
No.
No, but
Okay, you scared me for a second.
I was wondering if they had canonized the idea because Wendy Oldbag, I think, calls him Udgy.
Oh
And so,
yeah.
So the fan theory is that his name is like James Udge.
I love that idea.
I love that idea.
So first thing I thought his name was Hugo Udge, and I was like, did they canonize that?
I think his name's Judd.
Judd.
Yeah, like the cat.
Yeah.
Just leads me to believe that like in his youth he was like raised in the South.
Yeah.
What, the judge?
Yeah, the
I
judge.
would love it if the judge was Southern. I think that's an extremely funny like twist to that character.
And then he just moved when he moved to
California.
Yeah, moved to California and took the bar. Like he just like abandoned all tenets of his Southern heritage.
Now I'm just a simple country.
I'm just a simple country time judge, but Phoenix Wright, I think you are being a little bit of a silly Billy.
Now, I may be a big city judge, but I used to be a simple, small-town liar.
He's doing the opposite thing of Hideyoshi from Umineko, where Hideyoshi puts on the folksy accent for business reasons. He's taking away the folksy accent to seem more serious.
That's just normal in Alabama. We just do that.
You white it up when you need to go in for an interview.
You need to be way more northern, you know what I mean?
Because, like, you know, I normally talk like this, but when I went for my interview, I talked like this. You know, clear, to the point.
Oh,
so it's very fun to visit Ben up north because I don't think I sound very southern at all. And then I go up north and they're like, "Are you from South?" And I'm like, "Yeah, how could you tell?"
That's how it goes. I don't think I've ever met anyone who's like, "Oh no, yeah, I have a very strong Southern accent."
Uh-huh.
But like,
well, you're from Central Florida. You're not from.
Well, no, but I mean, like, I know people who've also like my ex is from Louisiana, Texas area, and they were always like, "I don't think I have that strong an accent." And I'm like, "Sweetie." There is no mistaking what part of the country you are from. I'm very sorry.
And I can point out other like YouTubers that I'm like Southern, and like sometimes you can get spot on enough to be like, "You're from Atlanta." I can tell, right? Like that's just how it be.
I'm like from California and stuff.
No, you're not. You're from Oregon.
You're right. I have nativized enough.
You're from Oregon.
I'm from hell.
Well, yeah, you're from Central Florida. We already said that.
Yeah, we've already established that.
And I'm like, damn, I don't have anyone to give me 10,000 United States dollars so I can move wherever the fuck I want.
And he chooses fucking Huntsville, Alabama.
I couldn't tell you why.
The mere fact that the chances of me encountering Dan video games in my day-to-day life are low but not zero is terrifying. Right? Because I could just be somewhere and hear that voice, and I don't know if I would stop myself from being like, "You have bad opinions about video games, fucker."
Oh, there's not a plug on the bottom of the piggy bank to take your money out?
You just gotta break it.
I see like a...
What's it made of?
I was gonna say, I think I see an indent near the back of its butt. It looks like you're supposed to take it off that way. Like,
don't
is
see
that
anything.
just shading
That's
or?
just shading.
That's just shading.
Okay, because it
think
looked
you-
like not shaped correctly.
What the hell is it made of? It should have broke. Maybe that's what the
I think
killer
it's-
was trying to
It's
do.
probably vinyl. Like, I used to have a vinyl piggy bank like this. It was Donald Duck.
But you're
Yeah,
supposed
but
to have a way to
you-
take the money out.
Yeah.
Also, he used this to kill someone.
Yeah.
I mean, if
so it
it's-
has
I
to be
mean,
hard enough.
It could be full of change. And that's how he killed someone. We don't
But it
know
would've-
because we can't see it.
But it's from the
but-
gift shop, so it wouldn't have stuff in it. It's not his
Oh.
personal one.
Well,
And
yeah,
if
but
it's
he
and if-
filled it when he killed them.
The thing is, Ben, if it's vinyl, it would have smashed.
I am pointing at the sands right now and saying the killer was trying to break the piggy bank and it didn't work.
Oh, I missed something here somewhere.
Oh.
Not the money.
Is it his lanyard? Because he's suspiciously missing a name
ID
tag.
card.
Yeah. No, there's nothing for me to click on there. Can I?
What about that console up near the L and R button prompts?
Yeah, top.
I
top
can't
right.
get that high up.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, his pocket.
Oh. Edgeworth, he's dead.
What the hell is that?
Oh my god.
Oh, and you can probably deduce by comparing him with because he has a phone on his little lanyard.
Oh, right. I see. Yeah.
In the
Oh.
picture,
Oh yeah.
if you-
Yeah.
so you can target his little lanyard and compare it to the photo.
Yeah, he has his phone hanging there. Yeah.
Yeah. Present.
Machine. It's a cell phone.
It's Now I know, Edgeworth, you know what a cell phone is. We'll excuse Phoenix not knowing.
Further proof that Edgeworth just has a fucking wall-mounted rotary phone in his office.
Edgeworth
With separate
Rules-
receiver and speaker.
Edgeworth is that one guy from Criminal Minds who's just a fucking pointless Luddite. He's no, I only drive stick shift cars and only use a wall phone. Shut the fuck up.
Well, you know, he drives that red sports car. You know that's a stick. Those sports cars are always manual.
Mhm.
This is why I'm making the argument that if you did American Phoenix Wright live action adaptation, you have to have Edgeworth played by Matthew Gray Gubler.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think in the elevator or no, that's just grape juice. That's not the actual footprints.
No, but he did mention the footprints in the spilled grape juice, which is why the
Yeah.
photo's there. So
Yeah.
the footprints are identified part of the thing.
All right,
Yeah,
well, let's
I would
give it a shot.
I would try to connect those two. Yeah, for sure.
Let's take a look. Hey!
Hey!
Also, the footprints are going in one direction.
Yeah, they're
You
going
can
away.
Really tell that. Also, the trailing. There's trailing there, so maybe Hicks had a suitcase too.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, footprints and something
Looks
being
like
dragged. Yeah.
something being dragged. Okay.
Hooray!
Got my health back.
Doing great. Just like Dark Souls.
It's
Yeah.
just like Dark Souls.
It's time for you to take your sippy.
I love the idea of a Dutch guy speaking in hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an accent to read this guy's voice in, and it's just generic. It's Tommy
It's Swedish
Pickles'
Chef.
grandparents.
Oh, no, you know what I am imagining?
What?
Tim Heidecker just doing a funny voice.
That one's good too.
Like, not even an accent, just Tim Heidecker, just being Tim Heidecker.
Or like, you know what? This guy LeBlanc here is from the same country that Rolf is from Ed, Edd n Eddy.
You son of a shepherd.
Yeah, he is the son of a shepherd.
Yeah.
He would call the prosecutor Ed Boy.
Yes, Edge Boy.
You're right.
I am mesmerized, by the way, by the sleepy stewardess with a teddy bear.
Yes.
Oh, I do too. I love her.
If
Like-
I'm not if my long ago memory of this game holds true, I believe her name is Cammy Mile.
That's perfect.
That's cute.
Also, Saturn, you would know better than me. Isn't he about to summon a dog demon with that hand motion? Like,
Not
isn't that
quite.
The thing? Isn't that
Not
the thing
quite.
from Chainsaw Man?
You do that with one hand, and you make a circle with your pointer and thumb.
That's one of the hand signs from Future Trunks' really cool burning attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
What he's doing is shining finger right now.
He's about to make a shadow clone jutsu, you guys. Come on.
Shadow clone jutsu is your index fingers in a cross pattern.
Ben, I don't actually know anything about Naruto hand signs, you fucking nerd.
Oh, that's what we can do for next year's Discord streams. We can watch all of Naruto.
Saturn,
Sooner kill myself.
We'd only have to watch about 6 episodes a week every. Wait,
Well,
no,
Saturn,
we'd
no.
only have to watch about 12 episodes a week
No,
every
Saturn.
week.
Well, Saturn, what we would do is we'd say we'll watch all of canon Naruto. Which
Ooh,
means
that
we
would
can
be
chop
really
a
shorter.
third of that
You
off.
chopped that, you chopped that at least in half.
And you know what? You wouldn't be missing anything of note.
No.
Oh, he said his watch was pointing at the his hands were
6
pointing
and
at
the
6
12.
and the 12, which means he's probably reading his watch wrong.
Upside down.
Why is he so white and yet, like, not even a little bit?
He's Dutch. Look at him.
Yeah.
I've met the
man-
Dutch. They're all like this.
This man would speak with a South African accent.
Oh, yeah.
This
Well,
man
no.
is Elon Musk.
No, I mean the Dutch also did some pretty horrifying things.
Mhm.
So I'm still saying this is just some guy from Amsterdam.
Well,
Well, the Boers are
South-
Dutch.
yeah, the
Oh.
Afrikaner is Dutch.
Is it?
Yeah, because they're
Okay.
they're the Boers who were Dutch emigres in like the 15 or 1600s.
Okay,
Something like that.
makes sense where that accent comes from. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a mix of, like, mostly Dutch, but there's also, like, some really thick, like, Scottish brogue in there somewhere.
Excuse me.
I have my own pocket watch, thank you very much.
The thing is like, sure, his face looks Dutch, but then he's making like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here," kind of New York like
Yeah.
hand motions all the time, and then he dresses like he's from like Bohemia.
Okay, I think I know it.
Okay.
Only person inside was Mr. Hicks. We know that's false.
It'd be the footprints,
Yeah,
right?
footprints.
Ah, there we
Ah.
go.
Edgeworth, calm down.
Shut up, Edgeworth.
I feel like Edgeworth handshake Erica Furudo would
Oh, no,
have
those
a
are the same
protracted
character.
would
yes.
have a protracted argument with a 6-year-old child about whether magic is real.
Yeah, absolutely.
The thing is, the difference is that Erica would get into a fist fight with the child, and Edgeworth would get the child arrested.
I don't know if that's necessarily better.
How does
They hate children in very different ways.
Correct. I will never forget the day you guys told me that character is 19.
Uh-huh.
That's incredible.
To paraphrase another post I saw, Erica would win the fight, but Edgeworth would win the lawsuit.
That seems fair. Erica being 19 years old is very, how do I put this? Rikishi had some very deeply held distaste for a certain subset of his readers, I think.
Yeah. Just the fact that like, I mean, I thought she was like, because like, okay, she's beefing with a 12-year-old. I'm thinking, okay, she's like 14 at the oldest. No, this is an adult woman in college. Like, I'm stunned.
I wasn't too surprised, but by like 2 years, I thought she might have been 17 or 21. I wasn't expecting to be met in the middle.
He's so sweaty. Look at him go.
Well, he's wearing all those layers on a plane.
It's cold on plane though.
Yeah.
It's stuffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but cold. I'm always cold on airplane.
I'm always old on an airplane because I feel like I'm withering.
It's because the air is drying all your bones out.
Yeah. And plus you're crammed in a seat.
I have to sit in a tiny seat while they force upon me little pretzel bites and things of that nature.
Yeah, this guy's from New York.
One day I'll be able to afford a seat with legroom on a plane.
Okay, Oates, I'll meet you in the middle. He was born in New York and emigrated to vague European country.
He's Israeli?
Or the other.
No, hold on. I think Sarah's onto something.
Hold on.
Hold it. We're cooking.
This man has like 8 citizenships.
Yeah.
He's Israeli?
The world's first blonde Israeli living in Dubai.
No, that's absolutely a subset of people that exist.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've seen TikTok.
I see. I love this this is a flight itinerary, by the way, because the schedule blocking makes it look like the FF14
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
When are you available to play?
For meals, for drink, for rating.
License to love, laugh, maim, and murder.
His mouth is so teeny.
What do you mean you can only see the movie on international flight?
Netflix-ish. And he don't know about VPNs.
Oh.
Hold it! Hold it!
Yes.
It seems like the thing that he mentioned is that the thing that he mentioned very quickly, this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that his time is probably off from the plane's time, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I would assume. Like that's what I figured, is that when he mentioned the time, like, and he only saw one person getting off on the elevator, it was probably a separate incident. Ooh, I think I know what happened, but we'll see if this leads somewhere.
How very Jade Curtis of you.
We know that something was dragged out, and I'm suspecting suitcase wheels.
Yeah, because it's two perfectly lined up.
Did the killer hide in the suitcase and then leave at a different time?
But then who?
God, he's so
But then
sweaty.
Hold it.
He's kind of doing a bit of a Brock Sampson face.
He kind of is. Yeah, like
he looks.
Samson with a much worse jaw.
Yeah, he's looking season 3 Venture Brothers art style.
What if
Yeah.
instead of being like a pastiche of like Alex Toth, super cool manly like spy men, Brock Sampson was instead based off of John Goodman.
Yeah.
I'd watch that version of the Venture Bros.
Yeah, me too. I saw John Goodman throw ninjas around in Speed Racer. I think he could do.
Yeah.
I think he could do it perfectly fine, Brock Sampson.
More like a nanja.
More like a ninja.
Terrible.
I-
Terrible. What makes for ninjas these days?
I just think it would be great if Brock Sampson was just like a big, schlubby, kind of like six-looking guy who still inexplicably had insane amounts of pull, except
Yeah,
for
yeah,
like
yeah.
the one girl that he's interested in for most of that show's runtime.
I'm liking, by the way, Tenero constantly switching sides to talk to people. I like to imagine her just running across the room to the other person.
Uh huh.
Okay,
So we need to go to the thing with that.
this is what I think is the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we have anything that proves otherwise?
Six.
Check the photo, maybe.
Check
No.
the phone.
Yeah.
Well,
let
we
me
don't
go-
have the
the
phone.
phone. We just know
Oh,
that it's
you just-
missing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So hold on.
We only have.
Would not start, so I checked my pocket watch many times. But Tenero says that it was on time.
Okay.
They're showing it the scheduled time.
The discrepancy. Oh, I know. You show him the schedule because he's not actually adjusting.
Oh, wait, hold on.
It-
Let me take a look. What does the...
Because it just shows you right there.
All
But
times
he has.
shown correspond to our departure time zone.
Yes. Okay. I think this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is
Yep.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So present that.
Oh, Edgeworth, I hate your ass.
Edgeworth, calm down. This man's stupid. He only whip out the
well. Looks like
Like-
someone can't read English.
Looks like somebody's a real simpleton.
See, the problem with playing as Edgeworth versus playing as Phoenix is that Phoenix is as dumb as we are, right? And so
Uh-huh.
we're all like, "That's right, Phoenix. We're all so dumb." And you play as Edgeworth, and he's just so smug and smart. And you're like, "Fuck up."
It feels like the difference is that Edgeworth already knows the answer and we're just picking for him, whereas with Phoenix
Uh-huh.
we're figuring it out with Phoenix.
Yeah, exactly.
Edgeworth is his own character. You are playing Phoenix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix, much like Battler, is a character where it's like, no, you need this. You need your smart guy protagonist to be stupid as fuck.
That's correct.
God, I love you, Battler.
Oh, Battler.
Battler, you're
My
dumb
love.
as rocks.
But we love him for it. Whoa!
That's good. I like that. I like that.
My 1,000,000 sins. Why do you look like that, sir?
You know, he's just a character.
Stuart is just like nodding off.
Cammy meal. That's great.
Instantly became my favorite character.
Yeah, I was to say this is
Love her.
presentationally she is an Oats PC.
Uh-huh.
What is your character like? Oh, you know,
Sleepy.
just kind of useless.
Kind of useless, half asleep, huge ass titties hanging all over the place. You know.
Uh-huh.
Has her little like stuffed teddy bear she keeps for like whenever she's like needing to sleep.
And the thing is, I could never play that character in an RPG because I pointedly refuse to ever play characters that are just myself.
Well, I'll have you know, Saturn, I keep my tits locked up.
I love her face!
Look at that. Blank eyes, blank teeth.
She's zooted.
Yeah.
Tits are just out. Good for her. Live your best life, queen.
She is not. I
They're
don't
down
think
to her
she's wearing a
knees,
bra
goddamn.
either.
Oh, she's definitely not. You can tell that much.
'Cause
No.
That's
They're
that's
definitely-
low.
she's
Yeah.
peeking through the fabric is the thing.
Yeah. She's also got some
It's a little cold in here.
It's a little cold in here, yeah, thank you.
Also, that is not a regulation length skirt for the
No.
outfit.
Oh yeah, because look at Tenero, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Also, not
she's
wearing
definitely-
stockings, unlike Tenero.
Yeah, she's
Ah,
breaking
she's-
protocol all over the place.
Good for her, you know.
Well, I mean, you know, look, someone's gotta. I say,
proud of her.
dressing exactly like that.
Did we figure out what Acme Hicks is supposed to be?
B Hicks. B Hicks.
I think it's the. If I recall rightly, I remember the broadly
I think
how the skates
Saturn-
go, so I can look it up. But I think it's one of the ones where the translation is not. Oh, right, the Acme is because it's a translation for the Japanese name, like directly
Oh,
translated.
right.
okay.
So it's a Japanese pun.
I'm not going to explain it though, because I don't want it to influence any reading of what's going on.
I see.
I see.
Okay, so what was that? Acme was there in his seat when he took off at 5 a.m. So, okay, so we've learned, a brief stop from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. to transfer cargo and refill a transfer point. They said no one got on or off except for the flight crew that had to get off to check the cargo and transfer cargo. And Acme Hicks was in his seat so the murder happened between 5 and 6:15 a.m. Oops!
Yeah, we know the murder happened inside of the elevator itself.
Yeah, but what can we do to prove that?
The missing phone? Maybe?
No, because the killer could have, because Edgeworth, in this case, Edgeworth could have taken it and put it in his pocket. Like after he had killed him. So
To his
Can we not use the tracks to indicate that it occurred?
that means that means the killer left. We're trying to look for something that can prove that an event involving
What's
the
on
murder
the-
happened outside of the lounge.
What's on the second page of evidence?
The testimony and the refueling.
Can I look at the refueling thing again real fast? I just want to read the text on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. floor in front of the elevator. There is no passport inside. That's crime location other than this lounge. Unless that is... No.
No.
Hold on, let me look at the history of the chat history here. But what time I saw Mr. Hicks in the elevator on the second floor does not matter, because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge. Everything happened in this lounge, that you believe? Something out of place in this scenario. Is there something that can tie this crime into a location other than this lounge? Can I... No, I have it, whatever it is.
Isn't it just the fact that, like, the crime clearly happened inside of the elevator?
Yeah, that would make sense to me, because the elevator
Maybe?
would go to a place that wasn't the lounge. Like, why would he be in the elevator if not to go somewhere that wasn't the lounge?
Yeah.
Well, the elevator can only go to the first and second, can only go from the seating area to the lounge.
Well, then it could have happened at the seating area. That's like kind of the
Yeah.
only thing we've got. I say give it a shot, you know?
Take that!
Nope, that ain't it.
You got HP to burn.
Nope.
Oh, he
So-
sucks.
So again, our theory: Edgeworth knows the answer.
He thinks he knows the answer.
So then maybe this because the footprints leading out. That's the
Does
only
it-
thing that can.
I think may as well just try it, right? We have stamina to burn.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the
The toy.
Yeah.
That's all, yeah.
Yeah.
My badge.
Piggy bank. A murder weapon. This little piggy bank.
It's a really terrible piggy bank.
It's terrible piggy bank, and it's
Yeah.
really funny to have a gift shop on your plane.
Yeah, on the plane, not like at the
Yeah.
terminal.
No, on the plane.
Also, this fucking lounge is big enough to have an entire grand piano in it.
I know.
I think it's funny they mentioned the piano is just one of those like automatic players that they can just connect music to. Which kind of makes sense. I bet the depressurization would like really mess up like a piano after, multiple flights.
Yeah. Rich people be crazy, is all I'm taking away from this.
The way Cammy is positioned, it looks like she's holding that bottle.
Yeah, I
On the
bet she
floor.
is.
Yeah, I think that's why she is the way she is.
She's got
yeah,
the
dude.
teddy bear in one hand and the grape juice in the other.
I like how
Uh-huh.
this also implies that she is just holding it such that she has already spilled all of her wine onto the floor. Like a complete drunkard.
Now it's getting interesting. I don't think Cammy has the energy to say anything that has an exclamation point in it.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like a. Hold on. It's not like a loud. It's not like a loud like to the point exclamation. It's like a hold on. Hang on.
Her vocal range cannot get any higher than whatever Joel Hodgson can make.
She's got
here-
a hammer out of that.
Her vocal range is this.
Simbi's news.
I feel like her design, her like portrait there, her design is missing the outline of like drool coming out of the corner of her mouth.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Pull the sheep over us. Oh, someone's gotta go to the teacher. Someone's in trouble. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Girl, look, I'm not gonna shame anyone for the way they dress, but I know that uniform ain't up to regulation,
Yeah,
lady.
that's right.
I mean, maybe it's a party flight. Maybe she is in regulation and Tenero is not.
That's
No,
true.
I think what is significantly more likely is that this is also something she got the captain's permission for.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just trading sidekicks here.
We
That's
gotta
right.
come to
Good.
this side quick.
Cammy seems like the type who, Oh, I cannot believe I lost my train of thought. I have now that she's part of the crew, I have taken on her brain.
Yeah.
God almighty, if that ain't the most ugly luggage case you've ever seen in your entire life.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, you know what,
There's
Saturn?
a reason it's 50% off.
You know what, Saturn? You won't lose it in the caravel or carousel.
Yeah, there's certainly no risk of anyone ever trying to take it.
That's a trick my dad taught me is tie like a garish ribbon around your like the handle of your luggage.
Oh, yeah, so it'll stand out when it's on
Yeah.
the carousel.
Yep.
That's smart.
Whenever I go to update my luggage, like get a luggage thing of my own, 'cause I just like borrow one from my mom, right?
Mhm.
I'm just gonna make a point to just get the most fucking brightly colored ugly one I can, so it's impossible for anyone to think it's theirs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cover it in stickers. They can't
Yeah.
stop me.
It needs to be like neon pink with cat ears.
If I could, I would. If I could get a luggage case that just looked like a little Bella bot, I would.
Uh-huh.
I think I remember what I was going to say. I think the thing is that Cammy is only allowed on the first class floor.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
She could never deal with, like, regular people.
Well, no, more importantly, she seems like she is zooted enough that she doesn't particularly like. She knows what happens with the first class people.
Yeah.
She's just like, I'm taking as much weight as I can because I know otherwise I will not be able to handle any of the old men here.
I think it's a requirement for this position that you have to be on ketamine the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Sharp cheddar doesn't have a strong odor, Meal. What are you talking about?
That has the smell of an unlocalizable joke.
Yeah.
Mm.
Interesting.
Mm.
Well, I think I know what might have been the case of some of that blood smear.
Yeah.
I can see where it's from right now.
When she just swings that thing.
It's hard for me to imagine Cammy Meal being stressed about much of fucking anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's always holding her safety teddy.
Yeah, she has an emotional support bear. She's doing great.
And when that doesn't work, the 50 milligrams of CBD should just tickle to the trick.
I just like how she's staring straight at the camera, like she's looking at us.
She's staring like a fucking Danganronpa character.
Yeah, she's A-posing and everything.
She's like
I like the bit where
comically
she's like-
pigeon-toed too.
Look at her, she's Edgeworth, you can buy something for me. And he's like, ma'am, I'm gay.
Ma'am, I'm wearing a neon magenta suit. Do you really think I want to buy anything from you? I'm wearing a neon magenta suit with a cravat. Like,
I ain't buying you anything except the turtleneck dickie so you can cover the fuck up.
Alright, that's everything. Let's start putting some pieces together.
alright.
I think Tiny Captain's Hat and Murder Weapon go together.
Let me see.
Yeah, because he doesn't have one. Well,
Because the stuffed animal Ugos all have the hat on.
yeah. Hold on.
Oh,
check.
yeah.
It's the same mascot.
I want to take a
And
look.
also, if you turn it around, you'll see there's a perfect little indent.
There
where
is
one-
a little shading bit. Right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Saturn's right. Pair those two.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Tiny Captain's hat. Yay!
Hmm. Edgeworth's just like very carefully like steady, steady, and he puts the hat on.
And it's like deadly serious the
Neil,
whole time.
Cammy leaning over his shoulder like, careful, careful.
I totally think that he puts on gloves every
Yeah,
time he pulls that. You know, like every time he pulls that evidence, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a tiny
not
pair
only-
of white gloves.
Yeah, he puts like a new pair on every time he does, and there's also like, he pulled out tweezers just to put it on just right.
Mm-hmm. Both of them taking like a sigh of relief as the hat just sits there.
Yeah. Really?
She only comes down here to buy more stuffed animals. Broken glasses and suitcase. Nothing.
I don't think there's anything concrete you can do with that one, unfortunately.
Not yet, at least. So let's take a look. Look at these. The floral version.
One of those is a swan.
Yeah, she's making it up.
Yeah.
Also, the bottom one is clearly not even the same guy. He doesn't have
Yeah.
a beard.
Yeah. Where's this beard?
The killer.
The killer.
The killer.
He looks over and her finger is completely off.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got a little boo boo, haha. And he turns around, her hands just on the floor.
Yeah.
It's just a flesh wound or whatever.
Like
Oh my
that
God.
movie. Edgeworth, have you seen that movie?
Fight on Go Airlines.
Edgeworth, are you related to John Cleese at all? No, why would you think I am? I don't know.
You've got that kind of.
You're both British, right?
You're both British, and you're both like, you know. And she just makes like the hand wave gesture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You both
Are you
talk like
two-
you're
are
like
you-
kings.
But also princesses. Are you like married? And then he says, no. Are you like brothers?
You
What's
can
your
tell me.
secret?
You can tell me if you are.
Yeah.
He's thinking like, is this what it's like for Phoenix all the time?
Is that why he is the way he is? Oh god.
All right. So what?
Have you checked the little guys?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all. It's all.
Did you check the purses? Were they separate at all?
There's
no. Okay.
nothing to interact with there.
I think you can deduce that based off of the suitcases that the piggy bank rolled out. Like it fell outwards. Somebody didn't break in to grab that.
Yeah.
Nobody broke in because there's no glass on the inside.
Right. Hold the phone. Huh. Something's forming in my head.
Uh-huh. Tell us your thoughts.
Hicks died here. The piggy bank rolled out and hit him on the head.
Oh!
Oh, I see what you're thinking. Okay.
Yeah. The turbulence happened, the piggy bank hit him on the back of the head,
Right.
killed him, and then someone hid the body in the elevator for some reason.
Sure.
Like dragged him back to. Okay.
Yeah.
That's got what a terrible way to go.
Yeah.
Just minding your own business, and then like a plane turbulence dislodges a goofy piggy bank, and one strike gives you a fatal contusion.
Mhm. Remember, all it takes is 5.5 feet of falling to
Yep.
break your skull, which
Yeah.
means the average person is of the correct height to die from a blow to the head.
Mm-hmm.
Always cushion your head when you fall, folks.
Yep.
That's right.
Or if you can, like if you meet like a genie or a fairy or something, wish to be like 4'9".
Concussion proof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that. She should have that drool in like every like
Yeah.
portrait she has.
I think she should only have it whenever you catch her. Because I think it's so much funnier that she's just like, no. No.
Oh, okay. So
I'm
maybe.
Okay, so it's alright, so I was on the completely wrong page then.
But you have this. You kind of have the right idea. It sounds like he did die here.
So how did it get blood on it then?
It fell in the blood, maybe.
Ooh!
Right? Like,
Okay, so
It-
let me reread this here.
yeah.
before the
Like I'm
turbulence.
thinking, if it fell out and broke the glass, it might have just landed in the blood.
But wouldn't there be blood on the floor in front of us then?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's a good point.
However, the fucking the stewardess's room
Mhm.
connects to the gift shop,
Right?
so it would have been possible to covertly clean up the scene, maybe.
Mate, but this is carpet. I think.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, we'll see in just a second once we zoom
Yeah.
out.
Oh no, it's hardwood floor. So
It's
maybe.
hardwood, yeah.
But no, then she'd have to
But
clean up
no,
around the
there's no
glass,
glass.
though. There's all the
Oh,
glass is still
yeah.
here, and there's no other door. She would have to walk right past the
Yeah.
lounge to do that.
I might have misunderstood something from the RE
Yeah.
explanation.
No, that's
That's
okay.
all right. right, so let's try to put some pieces together here. What do we got?
What's the deuce?
Turbulence
Turbulence
and
and suitcase.
suitcase.
Yeah, it's turbulence and suitcase for sure.
Yeah. Don't know about these glasses though.
I don't know.
That's how you identify. That's how you identify who the killer is.
I'm
I
just
bet you
picturing.
anything.
I'm picturing the two of them like standing next to each other. Edgeworth's got his head down deep in thought, and she's got her head down to sleep.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, she's really deep in the K-hole.
Oh yeah, no, she's out. You see what happened is she gets motion sickness, so she took like Dramamine.
Yeah,
she took
that's
like
what she
Yeah,
the
yeah.
heavy stuff.
She took Dramamine, and it made her forget that she had already taken Dramamine, so she took more Dramamine, and it made her forget that she had already taken Dramamine, so she
Yeah,
took more
more
Dramamine.
Dramamine.
You can't get airsick if you're in a coma.
The best kind of true, which is to say, technically.
That's correct.
Ah, you're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
I
That
absolutely.
one Tumblr post that's like, a gallon of gasoline has like 30 million calories. If you just drink a gallon of gasoline, you'd never have to eat again. It's like, strictly speaking, that is true. If you drink
Yeah.
a gallon of gasoline, you would never have to eat again.
I imagined little Cammy screaming in the same way that one Vine does. That guy almost dropped his croissant.
Yeah. Ah, you scared me. Don't you think it's strange that what am I doing talking to you? Oh! Oh! There's little rail wheel guards in front of one of them,
Yes.
but not.
And
the
you'll
other.
notice the thing next to it is quite literally bolted to the floor.
That's really
yeah.
good. Yeah. Oh, and the vase itself completely covers the table.
Oh yeah, it's like molded into the table.
Yeah. What's so unusual? It doesn't have wheel guards.
Take that!
Ooh, so this was.
Ooh,
not
let's open
in
it
the
up.
Shop.
Okay,
There's a
before
body
we open
inside.
it up, there's definitely blood inside.
Oh
Actually, it looks like there's blood on that tag right there.
my god! What
It's so
animal
hideous.
is that?
That's a sugar
That's not
glider, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
those
like a
are sugar.
marmoset.
Oh yeah. So that's blood on that info tag right there.
No, it's not a marmoset. That's definitely a rodent of some kind.
$1,200.
$12? Oh, maybe
It's-
it's not blood. It's just red. Okay.
Yeah, it's just very, very red.
We gotta find a way. We need to open it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh well.
Ah! Called it. Woohoo! Yippee!
Cammy sees that and she's like, "And I am no longer high."
Sober up instantly.
No, I'm looking at her. I think she's still plenty high.
Oh no,
Yeah.
she's coming down.
Yeah.
It takes a while, you know.
You can't just snap your fingers, but she's like, "And the trip's over."
She's like, I'm not having fun anymore. I'm gonna start to come down now.
Is the statue? Or is the piggy bank?
The dead body, I would think.
No, it's too. He just said it's too small for that. Move something.
No, the cloth is too
A
small.
large I really need to move what I'm thinking of.
I'm thinking it's the body.
It,
Take that!
that's the theory. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
She's looking at us like, what do you think, audience? Starting to think Tenero killed him.
No, Tenero is too easy.
It'd be funnier if it was Cammy.
I think it's Cammy. I'm voting it's Cammy.
I don't think Cammy has the brain power to keep up a lie.
I think it's an act, like what's her face from 1-1.
Oh,
Yeah,
April May,
yeah.
yeah.
April May, yeah.
Perhaps. But then what was Tenero doing?
Who knows? But I think
I
Tenero's too earnest to actually be the murderer.
I
Too
think
easy.
I think it is for her very simply. She's obsessed with the mascot, and she keeps trying to like steal the cute little like bear dolls.
My lips are sealed.
And we landed.
Oh, I didn't expect us to land.
Yeah. Hey!
There she is,
Look who
the
it
number
is.
one stunner.
Oh, our queen! The best character in the series!
Oh, her theme!
Oh, my beautiful wife! The perfect woman!
I feel like Franziska von Karma is the AU where Retica is born into the Garlean royal family.
That's correct! Look at her. She's so perfect. And yet also kind of short-tempered and stupid. I love her.
Look, folks, we have a typer around here.
We have a type, and it's that I have a small brain.
You know, I think the chronology lines up that her and Motoko Kusanagi could have an extremely tempestuous affair.
Please!
Franziska, your dad! Never mind.
Listen, her dad sucks, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, she's saying like, I never thought I'd see the day when a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal.
Look.
Your dad!
No, don't worry about it.
She's her father's innocent truther.
No. Also, he's not a disciple of the House of Von Karma. He's the head of the House of Von Karma. There's a difference.
Yeah, the head of the House of Von Karma is allowed to kill whoever he wants.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Also, Franziska, this isn't the first time that this has happened with Edgeworth, where he has been like forced to take the fall.
I think she just thinks he's an idiot for always getting himself in these kind of situations.
Which is fair.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, Franziska Von Karma.
Damn, girl.
I think Franziska Von Karma was my patient zero for blue-haired anime girls.
That's correct.
Oh, hello there, the bar. Welcome to the stream.
Hi.
Hello.
We have new people?
We have
Are
people.
coming in, are popping in and out.
Oh, hey, look who that is over in the background.
Oh, it's
Oh, it's the nerdy guy.
Salmonella.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I
that's
don't
so
remember his
great.
She's like, and look who else I brought.
Look
I
who else I brought
brought-
the boss around.
I brought your side piece.
I brought your
Tell me
work
thank
husband. And Jortha's like, please, I have better taste in men than that.
No, you don't. The
Pressing
difference
X
between-
out.
Yeah, no, the difference between Dick Gumshoe and Nick, Nick Wright is like
It's 6 inches of height.
it's 6 inches. Yeah,
Yeah, and like a couple dozen
6
pounds
inches
of
of-
muscle mass.
Yeah.
That both
6
about
inches
as
of
dumb
other
as
things
each other.
too.
Oh.
The thing is unfortunately Edgeworth is not into like burly dudes.
No,
He
he's
wants-
definitely not.
He needs the
No.
one twink in the world he can like out hunk.
Yeah.
And even then, like, if you think about him, if you think about Phoenix in Apollo Justice, like, he put on some muscle.
He's a hunky.
He
he's
has a
hunky.
neck.
He acquired the most powerful hunk thing of all, which is he became a dad.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
he's like flexing, he's like, you see this? Carrying Trucy to bed.
He stopped being skinny and he became sinewy.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? We're rooting.
Yeah, Jordan's like, I know Francisca's up to something. She didn't take this case to find, the truth in the matter.
No,
This
my
is
girl is scheming.
this is post Justice for All, but her character development hasn't quite kicked in yet.
No,
Oh, look,
no.
she's not. She's like 19 years old, isn't she?
Yeah, she's the same age as Maya.
Yeah, so that character development doesn't stick
Oh.
until you hit like 25.
Oh,
So-
it's Gumshoe's theme.
You know for a fact that like
I gotta.
it's got to be something extremely petty. Like since she's allowed to investigate the crime scene, she can go like, this is contraband, and then she just takes like some of the tourist shit.
We have
You're-
to kill him.
Good.
You're telling me
have to kill
Salmonella
him.
is doing outdated memes?
Good.
We have to kill him.
They were correct to not update this at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
This specific song is one of my favorite, like, weird incidental songs in the Ace Attorney games.
No, I love Gumshoe's theme. It's so perfect.
It just feels like it was yanked from a different police procedural thing, and
Like
it's
Snatcher?
like calling back. Yeah, it feels like it's calling back to a game that you never played, but like exists.
Yeah.
Like a third Police Not sequel.
Yeah, or like something out of Parasite Eve.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm glad that's what you got
away.
out of that, Edgeworth.
What does he mean? What? A boy can't like airplanes?
No.
No.
Back in my day, child, we liked dinosaurs and Tonka trucks.
Oh, there's no way in hell Phoenix liked dinosaurs as a child.
Phoenix?
Edgeworth. Edgeworth was like
Yo.
was at 5 like obsessed with like fine china.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
No,
Yes.
I think Edgeworth had exactly one Tonka truck.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think Edgeworth was like, you knew he was always going to be kind of like a prissy little boy, because yes, he was in like the Boy Scouts, but like his favorite thing to do was bird watching.
Yeah.
You know?
But he still likes Steel Samurai, so...
Edgeworth used to call Gregory father when he was like 4.
Yeah. Or Papa.
Papa. Edgeworth, little baby Edgeworth in like the little sailor suit with the giant lollipop.
Oh, yeah, like real, like old ass Fauntleroy. Yeah.
He was an agreeable young lad, so father took him to the port to see the ships come in.
Yeah.
And by that we mean he went to a beach in California.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Well,
come shoe, my love.
I mean, that's what you do in San Diego. You take him to the bay so you can look at all of the cool military boats on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, father took me to the pier today to see the ships coming in. He's like, I took you to the boardwalk so that we could play carnival games.
And get some hot dogs.
You're 4.
Father, it truly was a lovely time.
And he bought me boiled sweets. I got him cotton candy. I don't know where he gets this from.
His mom sure as hell didn't talk like this to him.
I think it's ghosts.
I want to imagine that Gumshoe said he ran over, like he literally ran across the country to the airport.
Yeah.
You just see him sprint across the ocean.
I believe it. Francisco, like, oh man, Edgeworth's on a plane. Oh, someone's gonna get killed.
Somebody's gonna get murdered.
Guess who just got murdered? Or she's just, or her sense that like her something happened that I can use to embarrass Miles. I need to go now.
Wait, why she's here in America? Is there some implication that he is not aware that she was the prosecutor for? Oh yeah, because he's been out of the country. That's right. He's been out of the country for the entire duration of Ace Attorney 2. So he's literally like, why the fuck is she here? That's great.
Oh, Maga says this is post 3, but still, like, I think she went back to Europe, like, because she came back during Trials and Tribulations for the final case.
Yeah.
To cover while they were trying to, like, you know, basically rig the trial for a little bit.
You know, don't worry about it.
Because Edgeworth had to be the defense attorney. So they had to kind of finagle things. So I think, yeah, if I remember right, they mentioned that she came back from Europe to do that. So she's probably based in Europe, and then she just comes back to bother Edgeworth in California.
Look, can we get Francisco von Karma investigations?
Oh, please.
And it's just like an extremely long, steamy will they won't they between her and Emma Skye.
So what would be better? Great Ace Attorney 3 or Ace Attorney Investigations 3, but it's starring Von Karma instead?
Oh, you can't make me choose.
Great Ace Attorney 3. I'm sorry.
Great Ace Attorney 3, and it has one of the Von Karma ancestors.
Oh,
it's just
It's another smoking hot blue-haired lady. Yeah.
You play as Francisca's like great grandmother.
I will accept this compromise.
You're cooking now.
I'm willing to accept those.
The other thing I would use to take for Ace Attorney, Great Ace Attorney 3 is we need a boisterous American tourist who is Gumshoe's ancestor.
Yeah, I agree.
Or we need some kind of confirmation that Herlock Sholmes is Gumshoe's great-great-great-grandfather.
Honestly,
I'm not willing to believe that Herlock Sholmes ever had sex with a woman. I'm sorry.
I just think it'd be really funny if, like, Von Karma's cute little, like, Trucy-esque was a gender flip, and she had an obnoxious Larry Butts ancestor instead.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't want either of these. I want Ace Attorney 0, where it's an Ace Attorney game, but it's set in the 80s.
Ooh, yeah.
Starring Gregory Edgeworth?
Maybe.
Like in his youth?
That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Because he was a defense attorney.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'd fuck with that. I'd be okay with that.
Oh,
look at her little
curtsy.
Oh, my beautiful wife. You're so perfect.
Oh, that's why she can dress like that.
Like I said,
captain
she
are a
got
thing.
Special permission from the captain.
Yeah, her and the captain are a thing.
Like I said, she's only allowed in the first class decks.
Yeah.
Captain's like, good thing they didn't ask about my incredibly complex camera system I have set up across the entire plane.
Man, somebody was going hog wild drinking.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's one way to survive an international flight, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I go to Japan, I think that's probably what I'll do.
Oh, yeah, the next time I go to Japan, I'm gonna, like, pop the strongest edible I have before I get on the plane.
That's right, girl.
And just stay zooted the whole fucking flight.
Yeah, I don't think it was LeBlanc.
No.
Does this man strike you as someone with a bone for subterfuge in his body?
No, if he killed someone, he would be shouting it from the rooftops.
He's got that Aqua Teen Carl vibes where, like, the very first thing he would do after committing a murder is getting on his cell phone and very loudly and publicly telling his, like, best friend, "Hey, you won't believe the shit I just did."
Oh my god, you might have cracked it, Oates. This man is a Brutana Lanalewski. He's from the same whatever country that Carl is from.
Isn't he supposed to be, like, the fakest Polish, though?
He's,
I can see this guy being Polish.
yeah, potentially.
I think he's. The thing is, I think I could believe him being Polish if you took the hat off and the wig came with it, and he's like got like bald and dark hair under there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hat is a wig. Like the hair,
Yeah.
the hair is connected to the hat.
It's like a judge wig, yeah. Like, this is all part of his hippie, like, whatever new age thing he's pretending he is.
You know, I'm just sitting here like, man, Gumshoe is so dang handsome. I hope he did
really
make
is.
a million babies with Maggie Bird.
That's right.
Did you see the post that went around recently that says Gumshoe is just a shaved Senshi?
No.
Someone drew a beard on
I believe
Gumshoe's
it.
face, and he's
I
just
believe
Senshi.
that. Yeah, I believe that for sure.
So, what that means is I'm now reading him as Sungwon Cho, and it fits.
Oh, Sungwon Cho would be a great Gumshoe voice.
Oh
actor.
yeah, that would be an immaculate casting.
Yeah.
Gumshoe Sungwon Cho just doing his Senshi voice. Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
was it
so that's who we get for Gumshoe for the Netflix original Phoenix Wright anime.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, can we get
Oh,
that?
I would love.
Can-
Can we get a new
wait.
Phoenix Wright anime that isn't bad?
I think we continue with the Dungeon Meshi cast reunion, and we have Emily Rudd playing Emma Skye whenever she shows up.
Yes.
or Maya.
Yeah, I think she'd be better as Emma Skye, but also Emma Skye's barely around, so I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is that if we were doing an AA4 adaptation, we wouldn't get Gumshoe. But if we got an Ace Attorney 4 adaptation, Emily Rudd would be the perfect Emma in that game, right?
Mhm.
Because
Yeah,
she
exactly.
can do like that, like she can do that super deadpan delivery perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think Maya is a bit more perky. She's a bit more chipper.
I feel like Edgeworth has to be I can never fucking remember his name. Is it Keith Silverstein, the Char voice actor?
Oh
Who
yeah.
always kinda-
Oh,
who
for
just kind of
sure.
talks like a gay snake. Like that's
Yeah,
his
yeah,
voice.
The gay snake is just the same. That's a tautology, Saturn.
Yeah, but like I have to double up on it because it's like both gay and a snake.
Yeah, for sure.
What did you mean by that attendant?
You know what? I'm looking at. I'm like thinking about things now.
Mm-hmm.
Sungwon Cho would also be a good Edgeworth. Because he can
could,
do
he
like a
has-
posh,
Yeah.
gentle voice.
He's got that fancy lad voice. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
and I just remembered he did the whole LP of like all the Ace Attorney games. Just get a one-man show of him dubbing an entire Ace Attorney anime.
I need to watch those LPs of his because I want to hear all the.
I had no idea he did that. That
Uh-huh.
influenced the casting significantly.
You know who'd also be a good Judd, actually? I know you'll never get her back, but she does like return, I think, in Ace Attorney 5? Adrian Andrews.
Ooh,
Yeah. I would fuck with that. She's such a minor character, but we love her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's mostly because it's like, oh, that's another lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
Well, now I'm thinking about it. Realistically, if you're going to get an Ace Attorney anime adaptation, you would probably just want to do Great Ace Attorney instead.
correct.
Oh,
Yeah. I think.
yeah.
I think that would be the smart because they already did have the anime that covered the games.
Yeah, it's bad, but it does
yeah,
exist.
it does exist.
In that case, I'm pitching the fact that Emily Rudd should play that coroner girl's daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Blythe is her name.
Yeah,
Okay.
Blythe and her daughter, I think it's Maria or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I need to play Ace Attorney. I need to play Great Ace Attorney again. Those games are good as fuck.
You know what? I was
Yeah.
thinking today. I'm like, I can't wait for Ace Attorney.
Sun-Gon Cho would be a great Von Zeeks, ironically.
He would.
Yeah. Someone chose like, oh, you're telling me I get to do my voice, and also I have to RP being a white racist. All right. Not the weirdest role I've ever been given.
Yeah, Sarah. I was thinking earlier today. I was like, because I'm just like, thinking about like LPs in the future and whatnot and streaming, and I'm just like, wait a minute. I actually don't remember how a lot of the cases in Great Ace Attorney went. Like the details,
Yeah, great. That'd be a perfect one to do.
I was like, wait, yeah, no, like, because I still, for whatever reason, my brain like has locked onto the general flow of like the original trilogy.
Well, that's because you were younger and you had your brain had better elasticity. Yeah.
But like GAA, I'm like, I don't fucking remember how that went. I know it was complicated.
I pieced out of the stream proper for like 30 seconds, and it came back to Francisca with the way the curtain was set behind her. I thought she magically gained blonde highlights and was extremely confused for a second.
If they did the Netflix anime adaptation of Great Ace Attorney, that author character in it, Soseki, like the actual Japanese author, I think you stunt cast Paul Giamatti.
Oh man, yeah, I definitely want to replay Great Ace Attorney soon. I can't wait.
I love that
I love those games.
The only stipulation that Soseki's estate had for using his likeness was you have to emphasize how much he hated being in England.
And they did. They did a very good job of that.
Great job of it.
I think you get in more pie in the sky casting. You get oh my god, who's the dad from The Vitch? Fuck. I used to know his name off the top of my head because he's my dream Harry Dubois cast. Ralph Ineson. You get Ralph Ineson to play the detective guy.
Well, Ralph Ineson is he does video games because he's in FF16.
He's also in Diablo 4.
Yeah, so you could totally get him to play the crooked detective guy.
I want him to play. I just want to have Ralph Ineson just talk about fish and chips for a while.
Yeah, I think that sounds great. Man, I really want a third Great Ace Attorney game.
God.
I know they're never gonna do it because it's been a billion years, but like, what if they did though?
Everyone, go out and buy the Ace Attorney Investigations ports so that we can show Capcom.
Just get another one, please. Oh my god.
The three of you need to buy it. Just buy it to have it.
I already bought Great Ace Attorney. No, that's the one I want a sequel for. Fuck you.
I bought Great Ace Attorney physically, and I will consider buying it on Steam once it goes on sale again because I'm more.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I'm more personally. I want Great Ace Attorney. I don't really want more Ace Attorney investigations. I'm not like a huge fan of this formula relative to Great Ace Attorney, but it's good. But like, it's not my speed exactly.
Didn't Shu Takumi leave Capcom though?
No, he's still there.
Yeah, he just doesn't work on.
He did quest rating for Monster Hunter Rise, I think.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still at Capcom.
Yeah, he just doesn't do Ace Attorney anymore.
Which fucking sucks.
They just don't have him doing it. Yeah, his last credit was Monster Hunter Riders in 2020.
Okay.
Takumi is no longer involved in the development of Phoenix Wright due to concentrating his efforts on crossover games at the time.
Well,
those are done. So get back to it.
Yeah.
Get back, Shu. Get in the office.
Also, Great Ace Attorney is not, I would like to point out, a Phoenix Wright game. It's its own thing. So, have you considered making Great Ace Attorney 3, Mr. Takumi? Please. Please.
I did not realize this.
Mm-hmm.
Shu Takumi was a level designer for Resident Evil 2 and the showrunner for Dino Crisis.
Oh, it owns. Good for him.
Okay, so this is it. Seeing this guy was here in the very lounge his body was discovered. We know that's not true.
What do you mean he was a Oh, right, because Phoenix Wright's in it. I was like, what do you mean he's a supervisor on MVC3?
Yeah. Yeah, he had to get his boy in there.
Body. Picture of the body.
No, this is used to transport the body.
Oh, right.
Also, I can see why you thought she had highlights. I can see it now.
Yeah, look, right there.
Yeah, I see it, yep.
I was like, what the fuck is going on there?
Edgeworth is like, Franziska, did you dye your hair?
Objection!
Sweeping her ice blue hair out of her face, like, no, this is my natural color.
I wish that they leaned harder into these two being like, because they grew up together. They're shitty siblings at each other.
Yeah, oh
Basically
yeah.
siblings, yeah.
I just wish that they leaned into it more. I think it'd be funny if they had like a 17 and 18 in abridged vibe, where they're just ranted at each other constantly.
Edgeworth presenting evidence to Franziska to prove her wrong. He's like, is this what it feels like for Phoenix? This is great.
Objection!
He got to do like 3 cases about this?
God damn! No wonder she hates him. I'm going to have to remember to find time to put in my planner to remind myself to kiss him later.
Like a bloody storm, like a bloody storm.
By the way, everyone else in the room is on their phones right now.
Yeah.
Oh, but did you know? No, but did you know? Ah, but did you know?
Yeah, everyone else
Gumshoe
is
is-
ignoring them.
Gumshoe has an old-fashioned flip phone, despite the fact this takes place in like what 2020,
Uh-huh.
No,
and his current.
no, Gumshoe is watching this like a tennis match. Everyone else is like, okay, we'll look up when they're done.
Yeah.
The problem is, I don't believe that for a second because Gumshoe would be looking at them, but there would be like nothing firing in there, like when a dog is watching me, like
This is the,
his owner's
that.
arm do.
Yep, the grave juice footprints. Something being dragged
Yep.
was a suitcase.
Take that!
Yes.
This.
Right there.
Take that!
I've always wondered. I want to see like a breakdown of like where the hitbox is for that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey Peanut, can I help you? One of your ears is flipped inside out, Bubba. Okay. Oh, I guess that's fine.
Objection!
She's like, please, just let me put him in jail. It would be so funny.
I just want to put him in jail. It'd be really funny.
I know he's innocent, but look, this is my only chance.
Sometimes you gotta let justice not prevail and make the funniest joke possible.
Did I ever tell you about that time I put my adopted brother in jail for like a day?
I don't think so.
No, I mean,
Yeah, Francisco's saying.
no,
this.
yeah, I mean Franziska saying this.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
I was like, no OT, but I would love to hear you continue.
No, I don't have that kind of story, Saturn.
Oh, okay.
I mean, my brother and I have both
Me-
been to jail.
Me trying not to sound extremely audibly disappointed. Oh, okay.
It's okay,
I-
Saturn.
I
I've
don't
been
hate
to
my
jail,
brother that much.
and Trey's been to jail, and Colby went to jail. It's fine. Listen.
Yeah. Oh, I've been a goody two-shoes all my life. My brother's been in jail before.
Trey got caught shoplifting, and I didn't pay traffic tickets for 5 years, baby.
Oh, that was easy. That's her flaw right there. Her fault in the logic. We didn't. That's not what happened. Piggy bank fell out. We know that.
Hold it!
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what else she has to say though, because that seems too easy. Murder I'll accept, but tampering with the crime scene! Now you've gone too far!
I thought I knew you.
These two are like, they're so prim and proper that they're doing this because neither of them have laid a finger on each other their entire adolescence.
Yeah.
And if they would just have one just like normal sibling hair pulling fight, they just wouldn't do this shit anymore.
If Edgeworth were to just right now just sock her in the jaw,
Yeah.
they would be normal.
And then she'd jump on him and pull his hair, and there'd be a lot of screeching like animals. And then Gumshoe would pull them apart, and then they'd be just normal. They'd be like normal.
Like
Imagine-
both of their eyes would
imagine-
just like widen and they'd become normal, like cats.
Yeah.
Imagine Gravity Falls, but you replace Dipper and Mabel with like 12-year-old Edgeworth and Francisca.
No, wait,
That
that sounds good
disgusting.
as fuck. I would watch that though. That sounds good as fuck.
Yeah.
Like the whip gives Francisca enough distance that it doesn't actually count in her brain.
Uh-huh.
She needs to just full on close fist, just like uppercut him.
Yeah, exactly. I think it would fix her.
Hold it.
I love how they have the same mannerisms with the arms crossed and the finger tap. It's so good.
You can see what they inherited from Manfred. It's great.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
'cause
love.
Manfred does the same too.
Like I love the prequel case in 3 where you do Mia against young Edgeworth, and he has even more Von Karma mannerisms.
It's so good.
It's literally just the scene from Into the Spider-Verse where Peter's trying to think and Miles just puts his hand under his chin too.
Yeah. But they both do like the finger wag just in different ways. They both like cross their arms and tap a finger. It's fantastic. It's such a good little character trait.
Hold it.
Objection!
I like that. That's his rebuttal.
Miss Von Karma, you can catch me!
Please.
Please! Ace Attorney just got so many like light-haired baddies. It's insane. Again, thinking of Great Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, come on. I'm only one woman.
I think that's it. I think it's the piggy bank. Because, oh no,
Wait,
we don't have the broken glass as evidence.
Go back to the piggy bank, go. This was taken out of its display case in the in-flight shop
After
After
the turbulence.
Yeah,
So that-
before,
that-
before
you
the
can-
plane hit the turbulence. There we go.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you just present that.
Objection.
Nope.
No, that's it. The health bar
Is it?
disappeared.
Did the music stop?
Yep.
Music is dead.
Okay.
As
I
long
haven't
as the
listened
health
to it.
bar
Kinda-
fades away and the music stops, we got it.
Alright.
Who would
Just keep-
fake evidence? Again, your dad.
Yeah, no.
Our dad did this. Manfred did this all the damn time.
He loved doing it.
Francis is just like, who is Manfred Von Karma?
I have no idea who this man is.
Certainly
How dare-
not my
how dare you-
father.
How dare you
And then-
insult anyone from the Von Karma family.
And then blue text, oh, she's disassociating heavy today.
I I have nothing in such recollection of such goings-ons.
I like the idea that when Francisca gets flustered, the German comes out even more.
Yeah. I love the idea that she has a very, like, affected English accent in the same way Miles does.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for both of them, it's extremely fake.
Yes, absolutely.
He probably sounds like he's from the Midwest, and she sounds like she's like from like the same province that Arnold Schwarzenegger's from, so like the Hicks.
Every so often, like in private, Phoenix has to be like, Miles, we went to school together. I know what you sound like.
I know you're not German.
I know you didn't travel abroad.
We have a guest cameo from the Blank Shadow Man from when they need to throw someone in shadows in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, yeah, that's the culprit in every Hildebrand case. Yeah.
Edgeworth got knocked out in a very awkward pose.
I love how he's just A-posing on the ground.
I'm tickled.
They just took his sprite and rotated it 90 degrees.
I'm just tickled by the idea of Edgeworth like falling unconscious and his body like instinctively getting himself into like the "oh, you've caught me" pose.
No, you know what? He's laying down like Carl from Aqua Teen. Where they just take his side pose and just turn it over.
Yeah. Ooh, I gotta use the bathroom. Carry on.
Okay.
Ugh, peanut. Ugh. Come on.
Objection!
Oh, Francisco doesn't have a hold it, so it was silent. Ah, so she thinks it's Tenero. Wait! Is it supposed to be Tennille? Is it the captain in Tennille? Is that the pun in her name?
No, her name, she has a very weird pun name.
Okay.
I remember going over it last time we streamed, but I'll pull it back up
that's
again.
right.
Let's see. English Road is narrow. Her full English name is probably a play on the phrase "the narrow road."
Right. Oh, look! You can see the sign in the back there. That's what the
Bitch, you sleep like this?
The regulation uniform is supposed to be.
Look at those sleeping pills that are clearly just like sitting there next to her pillow.
Uh-huh.
Bitch, you live like this?
Is that an Oscar?
It's like a really fake one.
Some?
The implication that despite everything, Gumshoe keeps a clean apartment.
And that Francisca clearly does not clean up after herself.
That seems correct to me. I imagine Gumshoe's apartment is all like the Animal Crossing set. It's like the sloppy furniture or whatever, where it's like it's very clearly a mess, but in a way that's not like offensively gross. It's just sort of like haphazard.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's figure this out. Yes, I was. And Francis is like, but yes, I was. See, if this were Phoenix or Apollo, they'd have a magic device that goes off to tell them more about the lie. But Edgeworth just has ears.
That's right.
About that thing.
Did you get that thing I sent you?
The suitcase, probably.
That's not true.
Well, I think this is confirming something that they suspected earlier, since that second one didn't have stoppers. It means it was put there after the fact.
But we presented the one that was moved.
I think we just presented...
No,
well,
this was used to transport... The evidence we have is the specific one we used to move the body.
I'm not sure if that distinction is something that matters much to what she said. She's just saying there was only one there when she was there.
Yeah.
Which now gives us, like, an extra, like, bit of timeline to it.
Okay, so yeah, so she thinks we're talking about the suitcase that's still in the shop, not the one that was used to transport the body.
Look at that Beatrice face she's doing right there.
Her eye is twitching.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't.
Your complexion?
Well...
Sure.
Let's be fair. He would be nicer if it was a boy, a pretty boy.
That's true.
Yeah, so she thought when we showed her the suitcase, it was the last one in the shop. She doesn't know that a body was used for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
However,
not
this
true.
one has a price tag on it and no damage.
The price tag is still on it. What do you
Yeah.
think? Who do you think you're fooling?
Take that.
$1,200. Did she feel bad that not enough of them were selling, and so she bought one of her own suitcases?
I think that's exactly what happened.
Steal her own suitcase.
The suitcase originally in.
The in-flight shop, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it was still in the shop, so you snuck it out to make it look like there was only one left. Was you.
Yes.
It really look like
You
a
bought your
dog,
own
you know?
suitcase, didn't you?
It really doesn't. I'm swapping.
Hi, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hi.
We just
What
caught
did I
Tanero.
miss?
We caught Tanero in the act of buying her own suitcase to fluff up the sales numbers.
And we also had Edgeworth go, by the way, your suitcase is hideous.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to buy your suitcase.
I'm sorry, Zanero. It's hideous.
It's ugly.
My question is, who chose
Edward
that
points out,
design?
like, why would you sell a suitcase when you're already on the plane?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things with this plane's design that are big question marks.
Also, I don't care what kind of plane you have. There's no way the flight attendants are getting a room this big.
There's
No.
no flight attendants can afford to buy a $1,200 suitcase every single shift.
Every time she flies. How many of these things do you have?
How much
Is her
money
house-
do you make a year?
Is her house just made out of her brick?
Well, no, I think they only had the 3 to sell, and so she just bought one now.
Oh.
She's not buying them every time.
No. She said there's a bunch of them left.
Oh, okay. So where are the other ones? Oh, in the cargo hold. Okay, that
Okay,
makes
there
sense
you
then.
go. I'm sorry they used one of your hideous suitcases for murder.
Now, Tanero, depending on how the news cycle goes, this could be really good for sales.
That's
Or
true.
really bad.
Well,
No,
you
I want to believe.
No.
can't
Here's
do
the thing.
worse.
That's the thing, Ben. It can't be bad for sales because the sales could not possibly be worse than zero.
Right. So the only thing is that the media sensation this trial causes can only make things better for you.
Ash, stop. I'm gonna bite you if you continue this.
I can't get anything out of Miss Meal. Not much less a coherent thought. Someone stole it. It's gone. That's a really good rendering of Edgeworth's pose there. I like his face in that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Throw her in the clink.
Send her to the brig. I just noticed the poster in the back there saying "professional style."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that, and I was like we said, like, oh, so it's definitely Cammy is got special
She's
privileges.
special. Yeah.
Though I will say this professional style poster doesn't have stockings on it, which means that Tenero is technically going off model.
She is a rebel,
Oh.
deep in her heart.
It's cold in them airplanes. I'm telling you, you gotta wear stockings. Thing.
God, there's even more sleeping pills than I thought next to her pillow. I only saw the one initially. There's like 3 of them down there.
Uh-huh.
I wish I had a little bed cubby with a curtain like that.
I know.
That seems nice.
Wow,
Here's my plan. You can move in to this apartment with me and Oates, and you guys can just share the dining
you can
room.
get bunk beds.
Okay.
Okay.
The dining room's
Oh.
definitely sufficient living space for 2 adults.
2 people.
I see. I think I can handle that. Seeing this, Osie slowly pulls out a knife.
Super large cargo hold, ultra luxurious first class seating.
Realistically, what happens is I move into the apartment, and that means Otzi gets to graduate to moving her setup to where the living room is now, and I have to take the dining room.
Yeah. We just don't have a living room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturn just sleeps on the kitchen table.
Look, put enough White Russians in me and anything's possible.
That's true.
The real honest answer is that, like, we keep the living room. Saturn gets to move into the dining room, and I finally do the thing that I continue to threaten to do, which is I just take the dog bed.
Yeah.
Also, Edgeworth, you can't be shocked by 4 exorcism use only.
Yeah, dude.
Your husband's best friend is a spirit medium.
You literally spoken to ghosts before, my dude.
Would you look at that? $14,400 worth of suitcases.
Oh, God.
Well, no, one's missing, so,
So subtract 1.
13.2?
I can't do math. I dropped out of college.
$13,000 worth of suitcases right there.
Good for her.
Wait.
In beautiful eye-catching colors.
Wait what?
Wait, what? Why did he have documents of Francisca? Leave my girl alone.
Just both Edgeworth and Gumshoe just like turning, and you can hear the grinding in their neck as they turn to face her.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe they was fucking. Why you jumping to negative assumptions?
I mean,
Does that
No.
look like a
He's-
woman who fucks a dude?
he's
I was about
28
to
and she's
say,
19.
how dare-
For one
No,
thing.
for one.
Well,
Oh, never
no.
mind. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Well, no, 100%. Does that look like a woman who would ever fuck a dude?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No.
No.
There's definitely
This is-
that. And
This is a woman who has never once even considered the possibility that she would have sex with a man.
Yeah.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be fair, I'm also not certain she's ever had sex with a woman because of who she is as a person. But
Well, that's just because your standards are extreme.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I believe 100% that much like the protagonist of The Devil, Franziska von Karma is like an immaculately put together baddie with just zero pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She will
Yeah.
go on dates. She will get first dates, and then she pulls out the spreadsheet, and they just get up and leave.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I'm the only woman, Francisca von Karma, because
Wait.
I will handle the spreadsheets, ma'am. Please call me.
And then
Wait.
just the two of them at like a fancy dinner, and she's like, and now in the 4th year when we get engaged, and her date is just like, okay, you know what? Actually, my house is on fire. I gotta go.
Francis,
See, here's the wrench in our competition, Sarah, is that you will gleefully consume her spreadsheets, but I will ask her about her data projection methodologies in a way that will engage her in conversation. That's how I will get a lead.
I see.
the thing is that Francisca is the type of woman who is like, I'm sorry, but you're just not my type. You are, pulls out a ruler, 2 millimeters off.
Yeah.
And like, how can you fight with that precision? She is bisexual, if only because the only man who is perfect enough for her in her like lifetime of experiences is a fictional man that she has like summed up for herself that exists in a painting and nowhere else.
That's correct.
She has crunched the numbers and projected the perfect man. Now all she has to do is find him.
She is bisexual in the way that Marcille is, which is to say 90% into woman and then 10% into like impossible anime bishoujo.
Yeah. Like her type of man only existed in the 1700s in paintings.
So yeah, we're just describing Motoko Kusanagi. Yeah, you're right.
I'm still very excited to at some point meet the character who is this Waibato has no chance.
The single man that Motoko Kusanagi is into, and it's why Bato will never have a chance ever. You'll see.
I do still think it's very funny, by the way, that the entire justification from the author for her being into girls, like, yeah, I wanted there to be like intimate scenes, but I also didn't want to draw men.
He's so valid. Masamune Shiro is so fucking valid.
I forgot she works
him.
for Interpol now.
Yeah.
Francis is like, and you can read more about it on my blog if you ever checked it.
God, she would have a blog, wouldn't she?
I love the idea of Edgeworth going like, I do check your blog. And she's like, oh, I guess I never invited you to my locked Twitter. Oh, terrible.
She invited Phoenix.
What?
Yeah, Phoenix is obviously on there, and it's like his public.
Edgeworth is like, why would I want to read you tweeting about Haikyuu?
Yeah.
She acts like all of her like most cancelable, controversial political takes are on her private Twitter, and then you get access to it, and it's just her tweeting about gotchas with boys in it, like fucking New Carnival or whatever.
Yeah.
Her locked Twitter, she has invited Phoenix, and she has invited the Pearl Faye photo account that Maya set up for Pearl.
Yeah.
Because Pearl's too young to have a Twitter account right now.
Yeah,
but Maya
exactly.
set up one for her, so whenever Pearl takes a picture or wants to say something, Maya can just tweet it for her.
I think Adrian
believe
Andrews and Emma Sky are also on there.
Yeah.
No, I think Emma Sky is on there, and she has invited Adrian Andrews, who has not accepted because she never remembers that she has a Twitter account.
Yeah.
Adrian Andrews' account is like technically a business account that she never does anything with.
Oh,
Right.
No. Adrian Andrews has a personal account. She is too busy managing the Steel Samurai, like, official account to actually use her own.
Finally, the eyeglasses come into play.
It would have been so funny if that just didn't work.
Right.
Been like, no idiot.
Yeah, that is the Sunlost show delivery. You can hear the delivery.
Yeah. Oh, Gumshoe, my love.
Well, to be fair, Gumshoe just got here. Like he's he's still putting everything together. Look at it. Look at the gears turning in his head up there.
The hamster in that wheel is running so hard.
If you look closely, you can see the smoke coming out of his ears.
Yeah, just you can see the gears turning, and it cut to one rusted gear groaning as it turns on a hinge that has not moved in decades.
Yeah, the axle is like slowly moving, but the gear is like oversized, so it's just like sitting still on top of the axle.
The gear is being spun by the kinetic force of a little hamster in a wheel, right? And there's like a motivational poster of Maggie Bird up in the corner.
Yeah.
Look. Gumshoe only has like 4 gigs of RAM in his brain, and 3 of those are dedicated to his tiny wife.
Oh, Ben, Giggs is being too gracious to this
Very
man.
generous.
They're in,
Yeah.
they're in megabytes, and you know it.
62
has a
of
belt.
God's own megabytes.
Yeah, it's got to be these 2 things, right?
I guess.
Me too.
I do like, because Phoenix, the Ace Attorney world is one wherein world famous detective is a legitimate career path you can have.
Yeah, for sure.
It leads to follow that world famous defense attorney and prosecutor could also follow.
Oh, sure.
Well, it just goes to show you how much women-respecting Jews stick Gumshoe drinks. He's like, well, obviously the reason he had a profile on her is because he was obsessed and in love with her.
Yeah.
If not Prosy D, this should be voiced by the guy who is the big leathery face in Bacchanal. You know who I'm talking about?
You mean Donnie?
The big
No, Goose.
the big stooge who gets shot very unceremoniously.
The one who's in charge of the Lemurrays?
No, the flunky for the mob boss who gets shot in front of Dinaward's sister.
Yep. I know exactly who you're talking about. Oh my god, why am I forgetting his name now? The one who has a face like a frog.
Yeah.
Gustavo Bagetta.
Yeah, you can just look at Gumshoe's face and imagine going, Dallas Dinaward.
Yeah, if not Sung Won Cho, then he should be voiced by a Funimation voice actor.
Yeah.
What'd you say that guy's name was again?
Gustavo Bagetta.
Gustavo.
Oh, that's why they took his phone. Because he's an Interpol agent. You would want to grab that.
Oh.
English voice actor Chris Rager.
Well, that's a hell of a name.
That's
Good for him.
Who else does he play?
He's in Dragon Ball Z. I can tell you that for
Who is
free.
he in DBZ?
Hold on, I'm
Multiple
pulling it up.
people.
Oh, he's Mr. Satan.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Gumshoe should
So
sound
that
like
guy
Mr.
could
Satan.
definitely, Mr. Satan could definitely be Dick Gumshoe.
Yeah.
Which now makes me go like, man, Landy Pator would actually be a good guy to Gumshoe.
Yeah.
I had the funny experience when we were doing Sparking Zero. Of I watched DBZ when I was young, but I never really watched a ton of English DBZ. Like I don't know, in the last 10, 15 years, right?
Yeah, you know.
And so I was here listening to Mr. Satan talk, and I'm like, it's funny. He sounds just like Mr. Torg from Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
And sure enough, that is Mr. Torg from Borderlands 2.
Because most of the Borderlands voice cast is just directly lifted from the Funimation cast.
Which means that now you can make your edit of Mr. Satan going, there's nothing more badass than respecting women.
Explosions!
Exactly.
I'm reading in Mr. Satan's voice now. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it.
You're just a novice. Ow. The people's champion.
And I was just thinking, because you mentioned Android 18 earlier, Oates, that abridged 18 would also be good for Francisca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not Funimation dub, because I think she's a little too deep. Her voice is a little too deep. But like abridged would be good.
I would suggest just typecasting an actor who has no business getting typecast for this role, but just get Megara from Hades to do it.
Yeah.
She's blue. She has a whip. She has the right demeanor.
She's got blue hair.
And just imagine like the fucking very sultry sounding Franziska von Karma.
I don't know. I think I actually honestly have always imagined. I mean, it's probably because of her projection voice clip,
Yeah.
but I have always imagined she's actually really high pitched.
Yeah, I have. Like, she is very.
Mhm.
She's a very small woman.
Yeah,
very
I have
sharp.
always. Yeah, because she has like extremely sharp mannerisms, and she's 18.
Yeah.
So I've always like imagined her being like very high pitched and kind of like, I don't want to say shrill is not the right word,
but
but
that
like
idea.
very sharp and stern. You know, that's kind of always how I've
Her
always
voice is-
imagined her sounding.
Her voice is pointy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
In a perfect world, she would just be voiced by Natalia from Tales of the Abyss.
Mm.
Ah,
Mostly
that's a
because
good one.
those are the exact same character.
Oh, this is a pretty good theory for Edgeworth here.
Mhm.
The reason the body was in the elevator is because the turbulence caused it to fall out while the culprit was trying to move it.
And instead of continuing to move the body, she's like, well,
I'll
fuck
get
it.
fucking out of here. I gotta go. Yeah, it's looking like Tenero, but if we're doing an argument here,
It'd be funny if it was Cammy. I just think it'd be really funny
I
if it was
think it's
Cammy. I just
I
think
think
it'd
it's
be
Cammy.
really funny if it was Cammy.
I think it's Cammy.
The thing is, Cammy has the potential to drop her demeanor and get a whole new animation set.
Exactly. I think it'd be
Exactly.
really sexy.
The only person with such high level access. There's 2 flight attendants on this flight,
Yeah.
you know.
And
Mhm.
Tenero
And the thing is,
doesn't
like-
lock her locker.
Well, I was gonna say, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, this is technically Tenero's card, but she has said that she keeps it in her locker, which is, you know, you don't have to have the flight attendant card to get access to her
Mhm.
locker, you know.
Also, I guess these are the only 2 for first class, but like these can't be the only 2 attendants for the entire cruise ship that is this plane.
Also, don't mind me, I'm being very normal. I'm just, like, really appreciating of the detail of the lighting on Franziska's gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at that.
It is nice. Good
I'm
touch.
normal. Look at her. She's so beautiful.
Hold it!
Objection!
I have said before that my 30s is going to be getting into elf maxing and elf girls, but I think that my 30s might also just be about the appreciation of nice gloves.
Listen, a good pair of gloves is very important.
Gloves is what allows us to appreciate the secret third absolute territory.
Love
Yeah.
your little, like, palm, wrist, butt cheek zone.
That small glimpse in between the sleeve and the glove. Like that, right there, right there, right there!
Yep.
Objection!
It truly is a type of absolute territory.
See, it's just right there, just that little sliver.
Uh-huh.
It's
Just
power.
a
I understand
peak of-
completely. It's very strong.
A peak of vulnerability underneath the extremely put together.
Mhm.
Must be something to rule out the
Hmm.
piggy bank. Ooh.
Well, hold on.
Okay, what
Now,
should be
hold-
examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon?
Probably, I would say the body, probably.
Because we don't know. We know it's blunt force trauma, right?
Mm-hmm.
But only the very little corner here has blood
That's
on
a
it.
corner. That's not blunt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should take a look at the body to determine a bit more about the wound. Because the crime
Yeah,
scene
the
won't tell us
body.
anything.
No.
Yeah, we don't have the autopsy result
Okay.
yet. But sir, my phone is in airplane mode. The flight has landed. You can turn that off. Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Then it's definitely not the
The doc said
yeah,
one giant
shoulder to
bruise.
his back.
Oh, he was crashed.
Oh, something fell on him. Yeah.
Killer went out and hit him multiple times. So it's definitely not the piggy bank then. By the way, fun fact, the animation of Gumshoe rubbing the back of his head like that only appears in Ace Attorney 1. He doesn't do that animation in 2 and 3.
How bizarre.
Why wouldn't you reuse every part of the buffalo, Capcom?
They never wrote a scene where he needed to do that, I guess.
It's also worth noting that, like, if they had to add more expressions, especially because you're making games for the Game Boy Advance at the time, you might just go like, well, this expression isn't as important and we need to save space on the sprite sheet.
Yeah.
Let him die.
Kill him.
Oh! He was thrown over the railing. One giant bruise, yeah.
We're beating.
Nice.
Nice.
Bonk. As the man is falling, he's just putting it together like he's learning a heat move in Yakuza.
God.
I would say the piggy bank and the cause of death.
No, weapon couldn't be found in cause of death.
Yeah,
Right?
because there's no weapon.
Yeah, there's no weapon.
Right.
He was pushed.
Okay.
And which means the Captain Ugo piggy bank is tied to smuggling, question
Or
mark.
I'm wrong.
I was right. Ha!
Piggy bank and cause of death? Yeah, because they're inconsistent.
Yep.
The consistency is the inconsistency.
See.
We already realized this earlier, but now we have to make him do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to like actually piece it together. Yeah.
We forgot to do step 1 again. Ah, beans.
Ah, beans.
A sizable weapon and weapon couldn't be found?
Yes.
Yeah, because the weapon is the floor.
Yeah.
God, I love Phoenix. I love Ace Attorney games. I love
Yeah.
this. I love this.
I
Just
need
like,
more of this
ooh.
in my life.
Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, but wait. But they're saying,
You know what? Not to, Saturn, I'm thinking of something actually about the police procedural Blades in the Dark that we've been mentioning, is that the really fun thing you could do is pre-make a ton of clues and distribute them to players, because part of the fun of like watching a police procedural is like the detective having the realization moment, right? And not having the DM tell them this is what you realize, right? And they get the dramatic moment. What you do instead, if you're playing this, especially with Discord in 2024, is you pre-make a ton of clues, and every time people fill out a clock, you give that player the clue in DM.
Yes.
And then
So-
they get to reveal it to people.
So Sarah, there is a board game we played with my friends like earlier this year. That is that. It's set up like a tabletop type thing, where
Oh, that's great.
where the DM is a tablet that it's an app
Yeah.
that you scan, and you scan QR codes to get the clues and whatnot, so you can repurpose it for various games. But yeah, you get the clues, and then you have to go, oh wait, but then that means they were over here at that time, and they
Right.
couldn't have done that because
Because see, the thing about making like a mystery game, tabletop game, that's really, really hard is that putting this gently, people are stupid.
Yes.
Even like the smartest player is really dumb. So sometimes, and like the reason Forge in the Dark works really, really well with that is that sometimes you can just make a shit ton of clocks, and every time somebody fills that clock, it ticks it over for them. So even if the player doesn't necessarily come to the realization, the character might, and you can kind of nudge them in the right direction, right? Which is nice. So, you know.
Also, we skipped over it, but Edgeworth
Oh,
and Francisca are arguing while Gumshoe is like, we need to check on him! That man might be hurt!
Fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. Listen, nobody cares.
So-
We're talking about tabletop right now, Gumshoe.
I think
So,
you don't have evidence
we-
to show, right?
The thing is, we don't have evidence because there's no murder weapon. Right? That's the...
Right, because he fell. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Let's
so
do don't
bad.
have evidence. Again, worst case scenario, like whatever, you take some HP damage,
Yeah.
we're doing
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Because like my biggest thing is the autopsy report.
No, because that just tells...
Yeah, that's
already
not
know,
really a
that's-
murder weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There is no evidence to show you. Because there's nothing to show.
She's
Ah,
doing
there
it
she
again.
is.
Hey, you're only supposed to talk to Nick like that. That's your brother. Show some respect.
Yeah.
Imagine a plane high enough for you, or that's tall enough for you to fall to your death inside.
Uh-huh.
You wonder if there's maybe a reason they don't make planes like this?
Yeah, I feel like making giant planes like this that could obviously hit turbulence very easily is very bad.
There's a reason there are no planes that have like a big 30-foot vertical fall for you to kill you if you encounter even a little bit of turbulence.
Mm-hmm. I love how giant this plane is because, like I said, I recently watched extremely good Jodie Foster's thriller movie Flight Plan. I think it's called Flight Plan. It's Flight Plan. And it also has like an absurdly huge plane, but even it is not this absurdly huge.
Right?
Like, it has an upstairs and a downstairs for sure, but like, it still feels like just like a large plane
Mhm.
and not this, which is a flying hotel.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, I'm just expecting Edge to be like, ah, yes, we need to examine the parking lot.
We have to examine the pool, you know? So we need to find proof that the big cargo thing wasn't
Yeah.
there before.
We know
We
that.
have- Yeah.
Because
They
we have the
refueled
photo.
from 4 to 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah!
to transfer cargo.
See?
Ah, but there was.
Take that!
Gotcha. Now, granted, I have not done a lot of layovers in my life, but that's not really how layovers work as far as I know.
No,
No,
it's not.
this game is
Well-
taking quite a lot of liberties with the idea of how planes work in general.
It seems to treat planes as if they are giant flying, like, buses or trains.
Game made by Japanese people.
Yeah.
Just being like, everything's like a train, right? We love train.
yeah.
It's like the meme of explaining Americans to things in terms of hamburgers and explaining Japanese things in terms of trains.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine public transportation.
Okay. Now put it in the sky. Okay.
I'm just the writers are doing the thing that Renaissance artists do. It's like, what is a baby? A small man, yes? Just the writers are like, what is a plane? Well, it is a train in the sky, yes?
yeah, absolutely.
A sky bus. Think about it.
That's true. They do call them sky buses.
Ah.
So, you know?
How do you explaining a live service video game to a Japanese person? Like, okay, imagine a bus. Okay, now imagine there's 100 people in it and it's flying over an island, and then you all decide where they're going to
You've
drop
already
on the
lost
course
me.
of its flight. Lower decks, are we gonna meet an alien here?
I wish.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, yum yum yum.
You again.
I like
Fuck
that.
off.
I like that he climbed back up over the railing. They're playing vaguely Middle Eastern music for him here, which doesn't help to determine what kind of country he's from.
He's from.
He's just from normal Netherlands. They call it Borginia, but it's normal Netherlands.
Yeah, for Gumshoe, it's not Imagine Hamburger, it's Imagine Noodles.
I'm always imagining noodles.
Yeah,
I'm constantly
ever since I got
imagining
back from
noodles.
Japan, I'm always thinking about noodles.
I'm sure you have a one-track mind. It does not take much for him to figure it out.
Picture of ulterior motives. I'm always thinking about noodles.
Yeah.
Let's just present him. You just said it! Very funny that's his wrong evidence is showing something of no value, even though it's his very valuable piece of art.
Yeah.
Gumshoe as a part-time mover, yeah, he was probably aces at that.
Yeah.
I do wonder if that texture there is something that was localized for the English release as well, because the tag on it does say Borginia to USA.
Oh yeah, then it
probably
was definitely updated, probably.
Oh yeah, because I guess that wouldn't be in English in the Japanese release,
Yeah.
so they did probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing that fucks me up is that, like, Gumshoe is not actually that giant. Like, he's like a
Gumshoe, you okay, buddy?
Gumshoe, you okay, buddy? Honey?
The thing is, Sarah, Edgeworth is also like slightly taller than average, so it's like throwing off the
That's actually
sense
a good
of scale.
point. But it's just like, wait, I need to see something real fast.
Dick Gumshoe is 6 feet tall.
Yeah, he's the same height as. Actually, no. I think he's shorter than Blackwell, which is crazy to me.
Oh yeah, Blackwell I think is like 6'5" or something like that if
He's
I remember right.
super tall, yeah.
Edgeworth is 5'10".
Okay, he's pretty tall for a character made by Japanese people.
Yeah, that is like 3 inches taller than average height. So.
Oh no, yeah, Blackwell's 6'2". Man, good for him.
Well,
Best prosecutor.
That's always the Japanese thing of like, oh, this character is a giant among men, height 5'7".
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how they talk about. Oh yeah, that's how they talk about in.
Vargas in
Name.
LB3. Also,
Yeah,
Medusa in
she's
LB3
so
too,
tall.
but
Yeah, like
yeah. So you have Medusa. It's like, oh, she's so tall, and she's like a woman who's 5'8". And then you have
5'8",
you have Bargast in LB6, who is like written as like a towering colossus who's so tall that literally she doesn't know that she's seen Castoria before because Castoria is too tiny for her to notice. And Bargast is 6'3".
yeah, she's as tall as you.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe LeBlanc was the killer.
Let's just see. Huh.
Hmm.
I don't think he's the killer. I think he's an accomplice in the investigation of the smuggling ring.
Right.
But I don't think he did the crime.
I think
We'll
if
be
they're
right back.
I think
Okay.
it was Cammy, unfortunately.
so, what I am thinking is that either it is one of the stewardesses and they're secretly like part of the smuggling ring,
Right.
or his death was an accident on LeBlanc's part,
Oh.
I see.
and he has no idea what he just got himself into.
He's like trying to cover it up. Yeah.
But he has no idea that like the guy is like Interpol, or didn't realize until after the death.
Right. Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
I knew the statue from the picture was going to turn up.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, no, it's different.
Olive red sure isn't red because look at the
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I knew Edgeworth would notice.
Yeah, good call.
Go right to them eyes.
Orange. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Ah, Gumshoe, you're too good of a man. What else?
Gumshoe
I like
Gumshoe definitely feeds stray cats. Gets mauled by stray cats.
Yeah.
I like it the way you identify this as a fake statue is just straight up Animal Crossing rules. Like it's all this effort spent on what is ultimately a forgery that can be identified in 3 seconds.
Yep. Now, granted, in Animal Crossing, the population of the village is primarily idiots. So, it's likely they would get fooled by it, but you, being a human, have a bit more sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I just realized LeBlanc is? He's a Ferengi.
Yeah.
Obsessed with money, with wealth.
Yeah. Tacky clothes.
Oh, he's definitely like a next generation Ferengi for sure.
Yeah.
He dresses like a Star Trek character, to be perfectly honest with you. Like an alien from like a one-off episode.
Yeah.
Where the costume department's like, make something that looks colorful and like it's for a fake ethnicity.
Gumshoe, are you going on like a mind journey right now?
You are so full of exuberant youth, Gumshoe.
Yeah, this does look like something Quark would wear.
You ever drop by China and pick up a fake 30-foot tall Moai head?
You know.
Wait, what else do we?
What was the thing we're supposed to be?
Hey,
A fake.
there's something else.
Will be required. Now that we've confirmed this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof this is brought form in Zhangfa.
Well,
It's
it's right there at the bottom. It's right there at the bottom. It's on top of the
cover.
chart.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh yeah.
Eureka!
Francis is like, oh.
Yeah. I like anytime the prosecution is like, that's not a contradiction. It's only a.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I look foolish.
Francis Von Karma would never admit to wrongdoing.
That's correct. She'd simply assume somebody else made a mistake first.
In this way, she is much like Beatrice.
In this way, she is much like Renica.
Is it Battler's fault? I forget, did you ever read the Valentine's Day and White Day?
No, I keep meaning to.
Oh,
God damn it, Sarah!
I
you-
know!
It is required.
Okay, I will. I need to get back to that.
Please. I refuse to start 8 without you.
I've had the worst year of my life. I'm allowed to abstain from shit that's gonna make me cry. Sometimes I'm like, this is gonna make me cry. I don't cry.
That's fair, but also maybe you should get the crying out of the way. Start with a clean slate for 2025 by getting all the Umineko crying out of
Yeah,
people's
get
in
all
the
of
next 2
that.
months.
Get all of that catharsis out.
By crying as much as humanly possible.
Yeah.
About how much you
Sure,
love
sure.
Beatrice.
Yeah. Well, I'm always crying about how much I love Beatrice, obviously. We have a button for that.
Yeah, why aren't you hitting it, Saturn?
Hold on.
Because I think doing the voice is funny. Anyway.
Hold on. I want to hit the button. Oh!
There's nothing stopping you from also hitting the button.
There we go.
Oh!
Very good!
It's very funny that we have so many Umineko sounds for a server that is not an Umineko server.
Not yet.
It's okay.
It will be when you're both done.
That's yeah.
No,
Will
it
become
won't.
an Umineko server.
Oh, there's gonna be blood. There's gonna be blood
Oh
in there.
no.
Yep, luminol, good old luminol.
Thank you, Liminal.
Traumatized!
It's me after this year. Hi, Peanut. Can I help you?
How did the killer clean up all the blood? That's a good question. Gorgian cloth.
Yeah, the Burgundian cloth.
Take
Oh! Did LeBlanc do it? No, it's too easy.
It's
It's
too-
he's
it's-
being set up. That's too
LeBlanc-
easy. It's definitely Cammy.
LeBlanc is too focused on the art aspect for him to actually want to kill
Mhm.
someone.
The fact that he was bamboozled by the smuggling.
Yeah.
No. Too easy. It's definitely
He's-
Cammy.
Yeah, he doesn't want a smuggled art. He wants the real thing. He wants the authenticity.
Yeah. Good point.
Occurred before we landed in Zengfa, and this becomes highly Miss Meals, because hers was in his seat before when we took off again at 5 a.m. That can't be true. Because he was already dead. It was Meal.
That's correct.
It was Cammy. Cammy killed him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Palpatine's behind it all. Palpatine's
Yeah.
behind it all.
I would never fumble a bitch that bad. As soon as I laid eyes on her, I knew that was truly a femme fatale.
Now, unfortunately, it is getting
Mhm.
kind of late.
Oh
What-
yeah.
What I can do at least is tell you about Acme Hicks's name.
Yes.
Oh, please do.
So the last name, his name in English is the same as it is in Japanese. Funnily enough, it's Akubi Hiksu in Japanese. The last name Hiksu is presumably supposed to be for hiccups. The first name Akubi is a word for yawn.
Huh.
Which is either a joke about how boring he looks, or B is a relation to Cammy Neal.
Cammy.
Hmm.
Okay, very fun.
Interesting. Well, we'll have to throw the book at Cammy next time.
Wow, that's
I'm always
fun.
doing this in Street Fighter 6.
Great.
All right, folks. We will see you later for more streaming at some point.
At some point, we'll keep doing this because it's fun.
Good night,
Yippee.
everyone.
Oh, by the way, wait! Don't end the stream yet. Tomorrow,
Okay.
if you're in the Discord, if you want to ignore the election results, come watch Cryptmaster with us.
Yay!
Yeah, we started it. We did the first 3-4 hours last Tuesday, and we're going to be doing 3-4 hours every Tuesday until either we finish that game or get bored. It's a big bundle of laughs. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great game to be playing with many, many people. Come join us. There you go. I'm done now.
Hey, good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.